Sup y'all, welcome back to another video by me, xthina, and I'm not going to go through the whole intro with my robot voice and all the stuff in the beginning and the quick pause stuff because this is part 2 of my album Listen with Ordinary by Stray Kids, and making y'all go through that is just obnoxious. And I'm already on a roll here, so let's continue to roll with Lonely Street. So here we go with Stray Kids, Lonely Street. I remember the video being sad-ish. Okay, this is making me think of Changbin's Streetlight already. Why? Wow, the symbolism. 여기 내가 걷는 마지막 way 이제와 날 위로하지 마 I'm still on my way 길을 걸어가 나 falling down I'm falling down The street is desolated 난 또 blacked out 틈만 남은 spaced out The street is isolated Still astray 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 Just stop it all cause I'ma go on my way Every day and night I'm walking 혼자 돈을 받는 거 어딨지 고독하지 만들 Learn King 갈보만 내 길은 내가 그려줘 너를 향해 but I'm blue 안 보여 even with the moon Holy crap, this whole play with the sunset moon? I'm still afraid 다시 넘어질 것 같은데 더는 못 갈 것 같은데 내게서 많은 건 뺏어갔지만 에이 여긴 내가 걷는 마지막 way 이제와 날 위로하지 마 I'm still on my way 에이 길을 걸어가다 falling down I'm falling down The street is desolated 난 좀 black out 틈만 남은 spaced out The street is isolated Still astray Gosh, the song is kind of getting me my feels. Wow, that's it? Okay, what? Okay, so that song, oh, man. Luckily, I am mentally in a more stronger place than I was when I first heard Changbin's Streetlights. When I first got into Stray Kids and I checked that song out because one of y'all stays told me that I should listen to that song. And when I heard that song, Streetlight, I cried. Like, it's because at the time there was a certain inner battle that I was still really struggling with. I was still at the beginning of the walk, and right now I'm in a place of acceptance of knowing that I'm gonna be on that walk every day. And I really love how the lyrics here, the way they play with the symbol. What was that one part that I extremely enjoyed? It was Hyunjin's part where he says, "This is a remote road without a single light. The street lights broke down a long time ago. The footprints left on the soles of the worn-out shoes won't last long." That and a lot of the other things, especially I think it was Felix where he spoke about or saying about what was it? A night when I close my eyes for a second, I can't see anything anyway. What I expect, even when I open my eyes, is the same. I really love how openly vulnerable this song is because of the fact that, especially in the way the world works these days, I feel like, I don't know if it's because of social media or if it's just because it's how the world is. I don't know what it is, but I do notice that a lot of people won't own up to being human. And what I mean by that is own up to, or accepting that we have our weak moments and that we hit rock bottom sometimes. And I find an issue with that. Of course, people, they cope in things the way they do, and I'm not going to judge others for that. However, I don't think it's very healthy if you don't at least acknowledge that you are in a dark place. You have to acknowledge that you've fallen in order for you to get back up, because you won't get back up or look for the light if you don't know that you're in the dark, or if you don't know that you've hit rock bottom. So I like that these lyrics definitely help, hopefully motivate the youth and just people in general, that it's okay to be singing your sorrows, and there will be better days. That's what life is. Life is all about balance. Things may seem really hard at sometimes. Trust me, I can vouch for that. But I always made sure to remind myself that things don't last forever. Whether it's good, bad, neutral, they don't last forever, because that's not how life is meant to be. That's not how humans are meant to be. So yeah, this song definitely gets me in that kind of feels. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. It's very, it reminds me of like Voices. Their song Voices. I hope y'all heard Voices. There's something about Voices that's so emotionally impactful, just the way it sounds. And it's like acknowledging vulnerability, but also acknowledging that there is another way. There's not just one way. So yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and move on to the next song. It's very interesting because the first three songs I checked out were all like hype and crazy and, getting me into the pray. And now I'm like in my feels. So that may continue with Waiting for Us. So let's see how Waiting for Us is. Okay. Just the half Stray Kids unit here.
가려진 시간 속에 뛰는 난 그대가 보고 싶다. 가까이 다가오는 겨울 끝의 라이트 하루만 더 견뎌본다. 너와 나
Wow.
피어난 날 부러운 날 그리웠던 너와의 만남 Feeling alive 꽃잎이 떨어지는 날
Oh my God.
내가 모른다고 생각할까 그늘의 빛이었던 너 내밀어 내 손 잡을 수 있게 Cause I'm right here waiting for us 때로는 두려웠어 다시 놓지 않을 것 같아서 손꼭 잡은 채 그 어떤 순간이도 더워도 널 놓지 않을게 기다린 만큼도 I will never let you go 길고 길었던 기다림 끝에 차가운 공긴 끝이고 따뜻한 온기로 얼어붙었던 내 맘도 녹아 얼어있던 네 맘을 이제 녹여줄게 Cause I'm right here waiting for us 때로는 두려웠어 다시 놓지 않을 것 같아서 두 손 꼭 잡은 채 그 어떤 순간이도 저와도 널 놓지 않을게
Oh gosh. Oh man, this song. I thought I was a soldier and holding my shit in from Lonely Street until I came across this song. And so you know how I mentioned that I have it mentally together for myself. Um that's why Lonely Street didn't make me cry, because I'm like, all right, I got this. But coming to Waiting for Us, this is like a little bit of a personal story, but I see Waiting for Us from my boyfriend's perspective. Lonely Street, it's like, oh man, now think about it. Following Lonely Street or Waiting for Us, it's so storytelling. Maybe that's why I'm crying, because when I heard Lonely Street, I was thinking about my perspective because of my own personal and struggles with my health. I mentioned earlier in my live stream that these three butterflies here represent the 3 times that I seriously almost died in 2015 fighting my lupus. One from seizures, one from a low hemoglobin, meaning little blood in me, and third one from a mini stroke. And so seeing Waiting for Us, I'm seeing the lyrics as if they were sung or written from my boyfriend's perspective. Because as tough as it was for me for my battles, I'm sure it was just as tough for my boyfriend and my family, my friends. But I'm speaking my boyfriend here because it's saying wait for us. So I'm saying for him, but like he always played it so strong in front of everyone because he already saw my parents and my sister and stuff breaking down. And he told me there were so many times that he would just sit in the car and just cry his heart out because that was the only time he could do it. Damn you, Stray Kids. This song really helped me get a good view at from my boyfriend's perspective. So yeah, Stray Kids, their songs and them in general, they just mean a lot to me, obviously. All right, oh my god, the last part of the album is all feels. What is the last but not least song, Muddy Water, gonna be like? Let's find out. Whatever, I'm already crying. Mm. Oh, okay, this is different.
Making me cleaner than the dirt on my hot top. Suffer from the words you throw at me, but makes me tougher. Energetic youngster like me, let's play the money.
Okay.
Back at what you said, beyond my
Okay,
back.
Felix.
Cause I'm a winner, strong believer. 24/7 with the members, scoring goals like a team player. Execute the shadows all around me, call me Demon Slayer. 선택 모든 색을 좋아하는데 굳이 칙칙한 운동화 신지 않아도 돼. 더블 락 빡세게 묶고
Double nut.
걸어가다 내 앞에 있는 것들 뒤에 서 있게 돼. 누굴 원망하는 것도 속에 나쁜 척도 난 티를 절대 내지 않아. 유치한 건 별로. 널 원망하는 것도 속에 나쁜 척도 다 튀어버린 지능 딛고 앞만 보고.
Wow.
Feeling so fly, feeling so fly. Feeling so fly, feeling so fly. This my lifestyle, this my lifestyle. Breathe in, work it, move in, sit down and listen for once. 우린 going, 우리 말은 후회 내리는 빗물 다 바꿔놓지 세상의 기준 너도 모르게 흠뻑 젖지 탁한 공기.
Oh my god, all the symbolism with air, water.
This is our flow, just step off the show.
This is so like old school hip hop. Oh, this is different. This is very different.
땀을 빠진 껌을 씹어봤자 내 입만 나쁘니까 배쳐 랩 받듯이 펜실은 반드시로 짠 듯이 약주 풍기는 내게 내가 튀긴 듯 패브리지 한참 전에 내린 빗물 고여있지 아직도 나아감을 멈칫하게 만드는 과속방지턱 삐꺼 찢겨 또럽도 삐꺼.
That's sick. That's so sick. Holy crap. Okay, first of all, I'm definitely glad that my vibe has changed from, double emotional from Lonely Street to Waiting for Us. And now this is very hip hop, like old school hip hop. The lyricism is, again, as always, insane. I love right here where Changbin speaks about the speed bump that stops to stimulate the movement improvement. And right after he says that, he does that like that kind of imitates a speed bump. It's very cool. Let me just hear his part again. Hey. Oh man. Okay, Hyunjin. Yeah, y'all will. Y'all are. You get so without realizing. Oh my god.
This is our flow, just step off the show.
This is so freaking cool.
This is our flow, just step off the show.
This distorted piano sound. Ooh. All right. What a way to end off the album. The album is insane. Looking at the list from Venom to Maniac, Charmer, Freeze. Those first four are really like hype, like crazy. Then you turn it down a little bit for Lonely Street and Waiting for Us, or in my case, cried a lot. Like, seriously, how are Stray Kids so good at capturing different perspectives? And we can even take each song for our own perspective. That's like the most impressive part. Like the story that I told, that I shared with y'all with Waiting for Us, I'm sure y'all feel it in your own ways. We are all human, so we all have our own struggles. I shared my struggle, and I'm sure that song is relatable for your own specific struggle, or what you're going through, or what you did go through. So yeah, so going from the first four hype songs to Lonely Street to Waiting for Us, all of a sudden like this very chill with Muddy Water. I really love the symbolism with the whole dirt and the whole water thing, like all the earth elements that they were using in that song to kind of like own their ish and talk their ish and make a statement. Going back to Maniac, I'm not sure if y'all see my reaction to Maniac music video, but I mentioned how the whole scene of Felix doing the parkour stuff makes me think of that game on the PlayStation called Mirror's Edge. And the parkour in there, her name is Faith. And Faith is going around parkouring, whatever you want to say, trying to send out messages and avoid or like dodge the government from catching her or stopping her from sending out a message. So again, that concept of Mirror's Edge to Maniac to Muddy Water. It's like Stray Kids, I love that it's just kind of like with No Easy, Thunderous. They owned the noisy stuff. Like, it's like they really owned the making lemonade out of lemons thing. And I really love that they ended this album off of Muddy Water. First of all, that is a completely awesome underground type sound for them. It really makes me think of like old school hip hop feel. And even the different attitude that I heard in their voices, especially Hyunjin and Felix, it's so vibey. I don't know what other word to say other than vibey. And it's just all the wordplay in there too. It's so Stray Kids. It's so creative, and a lot of it can go over people's heads, which to me, I think is even more impressive, because it's like you have to really know how to use your brain a lot of the elements that you see in here, you know, the whole head with the nails and stuff, you really have to use your brain and be aware and catch up in order for you to get the message of what they're trying to say, what they always try to say. Yeah. So there we have it. Ordinary album listen. And I can't even choose a favorite song, to be honest, because of the fact that they all touch a different emotion in me, and they bring out a different kind of vibe in me, and it just all impacts me very differently. So I can't choose a song. However, I will say that this album is hella top notch. And I feel like other states, I feel like we say that about every release that they do, but I think that just shows that Stray Kids, they always keep one-upping themselves, and that's another thing that I appreciate. In this world where everyone, the whole keep your friends close and enemies closer quote, I never liked that quote because of the fact that why would you want to keep your enemies closer when you can just focus on your friends or yourself? So I like that Stray Kids are the opposite of that quote. That, at least that's what I'm getting. They focus on themselves. If people call their music noisy, they make noisy music and make a point of it. They poke fun at it. So yeah, this album is seriously fucking extraordinary. Alright guys, well thank you so much for checking out this whole Stray Kids album listen here with me on my YouTube. I hope you have a great day, and until the next video coming up, peace.